I'm Chigger, the bass player, and that's it.
I'm David. I play guitar for Rahway.
Steven Isidore Cardenas, drummer.
Nick Cade, vocalist.
So how long can we live without money? 47 years?
And that's the end of that question. None of us have any money.
That was long. How long can we live without money? I know I could live a long time without money. I was homeless before this band, pretty much. Actually, the beginning of this band, right? So,
You still have no money.
yeah, I still have no money, so I'm okay. Go.
I'm pretty much breaking even.
Even.
Yeah,
I knew her.
breaking even. You know, no money here, but I mean, I guess I could live in the woods since, you know, I'm an Eagle Scout, so that makes sense.
There you go. Projects that we're about to launch. Well, we were just talking about a Rahway podcast featuring the Chigger and Steve show. But that's still in talks. We're trying to do that. A new record. I mean, we have the new record coming out September 18th.
Yep, 9/18.
Holla. Then we go back for a recording again.
Yep. Yep.
We just released a video during the quarantine, and it's doing really, really well. And as soon as we're done with this interview, we'll start shooting a second video. So those are some of the projects that we have in the works.
And then me and Nick are doing our rap group, Vanilla Fudge.
We're thinking calling it Killer Tommy Hot Sauce, but we're not sure yet.
Yeah.
He puts that shit on everything. But we are going back into the studio, I believe, in the new year to record the follow-up to Slumlords.
Section 8.
Section 8.
Section 18.
Section 18.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
Kid with the ideas.
To go ahead of chapter 11.
Unless Slumlords actually takes off and like is this worldwide hit and we'd have to tour for like 10 years.
We still have to record it.
Okay.
At drive-in movie theaters, right?
Yes.
What's the most embarrassing band we listen to? Post Malone?
Is that considered a band though?
I guess.
Embarrassing. How do you mean embarrassing? Most
Rahway?
embarrassing band.
That you've listened to? Oh! It's the most embarrassing band. Oh, well, I could go way back to Man of War. I was a little embarrassed.
I used to like Man of War.
Yeah, but I did too, but I was embarrassed.
But I also played Dungeons and Dragons, so.
You could do a survey of like how many people like Man of War, and a lot of people would say yeah, but at the same time they have to give you a reason why, because they were embarrassed.
Would Guar be embarrassing then?
Oh, this is. I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. So Don Dawkins sang a little bit ago.
Oh.
And
at NAMM, right?
Well, before that, when we played a festival up in New York State.
Oh yeah.
With 6 a.m. and Dawkins opened up the big stage.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
And
wow, Don Dawkins. Guess we won't be opening for them.
We'll leave it at that.
Poor guy. I'm with them. I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah, I don't really find anything.
So I'm the bad guy.
No, I stand with Man of War. I locked it in.
What do I think is embarrassing? I don't know. There's a lot of embarrassing parts.
Oh, Crocus.
Huh?
No way,
Crocus?
man.
Are you nuts?
Crocus?
Crocus was awesome.
I don't think they're embarrassing.
They were a little corny.
Wait, so by embarrassing, it's like you're driving down the road, blasting this song, and you have to roll the windows up and turn it down when you get stopped.
Yes.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Yes.
And the guy next to you's playing a little river band.
Yeah.
Or Air Supply.
I'm okay with it.
Out of love.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
I don't know, honestly. I don't think I can be embarrassed because I'm just fucking weird.
Didn't we have a Christmas song that was pretty embarrassing?
Oh,
remember
the Rahway
that?
one? The Rahway Ebola outbreak Christmas jingle?
Our Ebola outbreak song.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
What the?
Remember that virus?
Yeah. Yeah.
You had to wear a fucking diaper, not a mask.
It was a month ago. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Good times.
Yeah. I guess we have to do a new one then, huh?
That was PC, free chigs.
Yeah.
We kept it PC. But we were doing this thing like kind of. All right, we're going on a tangent.
Top 5 favorite albums. Let's start with you, because we always start on this side.
Let's see. I'd say Linkin Park, their first album. I'd say Disturbed. Indestructible is pretty damn sweet. Audio Slave's first album was awesome. Shit. I don't know. It's tough to pick 5. I mean, like, you really love music, because like then you feel like you're choosing. It's like, hey, which one of your kids do you like more? You know, like you can't just choose. You know, it's like you care about it equally.
You can, but you can't tell nobody.
True. All right. Well, I'll give you 3 for now. You know.
What was it? What's my top 5 favorite album? So Led Zeppelin's got 2. In Through the Outdoor, Houses of the Holy. Got Led Zeppelin, Fair Warning, which is my favorite.
That's Van Halen.
Yeah, that's 3 albums.
Yeah.
Molly Crew, Shout at the Devil.
No, you said Led Zeppelin. There's Fair Warning.
Yeah, no, he said 2. He named 2.
2 from Led Zeppelin, 1 from Van Halen.
Oh. That's 4.
That'd be 4 right.
3,
That's 4
5,
right now. That's
9.
4.
Yeah, 4. One more.
That's 4. Thanks.
That's a 9.
I got 1 more. I got 1 more.
5.
It's a good one. Let's really dig into this one. Let's take a bite of this album. I couldn't even tell you what album they had. This is
You mentioned Halen earlier, right?
Yeah. Oh, Rush, Moving Pictures.
Ooh.
Done.
That's a good one.
Yes.
This should be pretty easy.
Not for me.
Really?
That's all right. All yours.
What, are you better than everybody?
No, I just have a lot better.
Physical Graffiti. I don't even have to name that band.
Who's that?
I would say.
I love the Doobie Brothers.
People will disagree with me on this, but Motley Crue Saints of Los Angeles. The guitar work is outstanding. Creed, Rusted and Withered. It's 3, right? There's another one that nobody will like. AC/DC, Fly on the Wall. I think that was a very guitar-driven album. I'm just obviously picking guitar stuff. And then I'll go with Damn You.
By who?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure. I don't have a 5th one. It is hard by the story. Huh? All Willie Nelson's albums are good. I can't argue with that. I'll say Whitey Morgan in the 78s, but nobody knows them.
Doesn't matter. That's your 5 favorites.
There you go.
Mine are definitely Too Fast for Love, Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction, Kiss, Destroyer was one of my favorites.
That was a good one.
And number 5 would have to be Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power.
Yep. Go ahead.
I actually loved Metallica, Ride the Lightning, and Kill 'Em All too, but it's only just 5. So.
Yeah, that actually makes me think of my last 2. I don't know. It's tough because Metallica has a lot of awesome albums.
First, early Metallica.
Yeah, old school Metallica is awesome. Shit. You know what? I'm just gonna blow their fucking minds. DMX. It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
Wow.
And all DMX is good.
And I don't know, Papa Roach's first album. I mean, I would say Metallica,
that
but
first
they have
record's good. Last Resort on it. That's a good record.
Yeah.
What master musicians do I like to study with? Steve Cardenas. The Cardenas brothers.
You go.
I'm not going to argue with I'd like to study with the Cardenas brothers.
They're great. Great.
I like to study with John Pedro. from what was that band? What's that band called? Lesbian Pansy.
The New York City band Pansy.
Yeah, I call them lesbians. That's all right. I'm politically incorrect.
Yeah.
People I would like to study with aren't here anymore, so that's pretty much that. You know, Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell. But David Draymond's still around, so I definitely those are my top three. So, you know, oh yeah, that's David Draymond's move. I've already started incorporating that. You know, all I need is the flames.
Yeah, we'll get those. We'll get there. If I had a time machine, I would go back to 1981.
Wow.
And put this band back on the map. We'd be millionaires right now.
Oh, yeah. Think so?
I think so. Not that our music is dated. I'm saying that musician-wise, I think we would have given Motley Crue a run for their money. Bands like Motley Crue, those hair bands. Not that our music sounds like that, but it's that raw rock and roll that people loved in the 80s. And I love the 80s. 80s is my favorite time period when it comes to music. But this music is so raw and so raucous and loud that it would have fit right into that time period. I think we'd be millionaires right now. We'd be living in mansions instead of instead of our little Nick mansions.
Nice.
Where would
That's
you go?
pretty good.
I would go back to a little like maybe a year or two before the 80s, and I would have card cataloged all my Matchbox cars before they disappeared. That's not true, but that's.
1.21 gigawatts.
If I could go back in a time machine. If I had a time machine, I would go about 7 months back and blow up Wuhan, China. Communist Wuhan, China. I would blow it up.
Great answer.
I'd be a fucking freedom fighter.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that answer.
All right.
If I had a time machine, I'd go back to 1987 and basically tell my family to invest in Microsoft, Amazon, and Google, and don't sell that shit until 2005.
Wow, that might be the best answer yet.
Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah.
That makes me want to poop.
Well, there's a
Me
toilet.
too.
Oh, he's still recording.
Oh.
That's okay. Still makes me want to poop. This new album is out of control. It's just filled with power. New stuff that just came out like magic. It's hard hitting. There's a softer ballad on there, which is really, really powerful. It's doing really well right now on YouTube and internet media. And we had a surprise cover song on it. This is probably a small body of work that I'm very proud of. Very proud.
It was produced by Mike Orlando from Adrenaline Mob. He's a cool guy. He's a swell looker.
So you got to raise your hand, like in high school.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what that's about. We busted our ass on this. That's all we're gonna say.
Yeah. We named it Slumlords of New Jersey because we are slumlords, and we're from New Jersey.
What?
I don't know.
You're from?
Yeah, we're from New Jersey. We're all from New Jersey, right? You guys are from New Jersey.
Definitely.
And it's a hard-hitting record. It's an EP. It's got five, right? Five phenomenal songs on it, and they're coronavirus friendly.
Oh yeah.
What
We have
working
a couple new songs that we're going to be going back into the studio with.
Yeah,
pretty soon.
before this pandemic hit, we had like 4 or 5 new songs that are probably better than these songs. No, we can't say that, right?
No, you can. They all.
Okay, yeah, they're
In the same vibe,
but you gotta wait for them.
Well, we couldn't afford to do a whole album, so we're going to break it up into 2.
Yeah,
How's that sound?
yeah. And then it's not gonna be called the slumlords of New Jersey. It'll be like the tenants of New Jersey or something.
because we'll be poor after paying for the first one.
Yeah.
We're moving into an apartment. We're selling the building.
It'll be called Section 8 of New Jersey.
Section 8. That's perfect.
Why do we make our style of music?
Our style of music isn't like, you know, we don't wake up and say, hey man, this is what we're going to write today. Our style of music is our style of music. What comes out, is what comes out. We don't say, oh, you know, hey man, we're going to write like pick a genre. We don't like say we're going to write like, you know, ska today. Whatever comes out, comes out.
One day, Rahway might come out with a polka song. You never know.
We might call it Polka Dot.
We were trying to go down the road of Bee Gees death metal, but that didn't work out. I don't know. I mean, like sometimes Steve comes up with a nice, pretty song. Sometimes Dave will come up with a hot friggin' riff, and then me and Nick just add to it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing to keep in mind is that we all come from similar backgrounds in music, but we all have different tastes, you know, and we just kind of meet in the middle with everything. So that's kind of what happens when we jam. You know, somebody comes up with an idea, it's pretty much a spark to the fire, and that's it, you know. Just work it out.
Nice.
Well put. When do we work on our music? Let's see.
Well, these days we've kind of been like separate.
I'm writing a song right now.
This is actually the first time we've been together since March. So, but before that, it was like every week.
Yeah.
But we're constantly working on stuff. Like Steve always has great ideas. He brings it to practice. You know.
Me and Jig are always riffing.
Yeah, we just come up with riffs and they work.
Nick's always writing melodies and words. So it's always there. It's always there. If we, like he said, this is the first time we've been together since the beginning of the
Chinese virus.
The Chinese virus.
The Kung Flu.
The Kung Flu.
What? The communist China?
I did not bring it here. No matter what they said, I didn't bring it here.
No, this is the first time we've been together in a long time because of the pandemic. And actually, we're all kind of really excited to see each other and be with each other in the same room. It's
we all touch cocks.
It's tips. It's just tips.
We keep
it's not
6
gay.
feet away.
Yeah. That tells you how big we are. We had to keep 6 feet away.
Yeah, we had tape measure and everything.
But we're really excited for like today was really good. Like before this interview, we just spent the last hour together, just like bullshitting and laughing and catching up. And you know, we're a family, so.
And a new song came out of it.
And a new song. We wrote a new song over in the corner. We hummed it as a quartet.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like the Spinning Tops, but it's good. It'll work.
Yeah, they don't call us Jersey boys for nothing.
It's got a raga beat.
Raga. Raga beat.
I do.
Which one?
This is Godzilla.
Godzilla?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 4 of my Les Pauls here. The first one is Mike Honcho. The second one I call Rod Fontana. The third one is Mr. Bigglesworth. And the last one there is his friend Jerry.
Mine's just a blackbird.
I only name my drums because I built them. So.
Do you have a name for your microphone?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Steely Dan, nothing?
Nothing.
You don't
Not
get
one
that
name.
yet.
Nope.
Chad
I'll get too
Thundercock?
attached. I flip my mic a lot, so if I drop it, there goes my best friend that I just named and gave some human element.
You remember, like, what about like skin flip?
I've thought about it, but I was like, you know what? Maybe Push Rod would be better.
Oh, whoa!
Chad Thundercock?
Rocky Balboner.
That's racist.
Mark McGurk.
And that's offensive.
Yeah.
Who are our influences? Mine would be Motley Crue, Nikki Sixx, Rachel Bolin, Gene Simmons.
3 of the biggest jerks.
I know! Duff McKagan, Rex Brown.
Jerry, are you smiling?
Rex is actually cool.
You can tell by my eyes that I'm smiling. Go ahead.
My influences, Music-wise,
Three Stooges?
no. If we're talking music, it's hands down Led Zeppelin. As far as music writing,
How about Hands Up?
being like being that they're complete sonic architects
What's me-
across the board, as well as Van Halen. But if we're talking about like just music that never leaves, you know, the tip of your tongue and a show, it's Motley Crue, 1000%. Mick Mars is like one of my biggest idols. He's completely underrated and just a fucking beast. I'll take your time.
Who am I?
I'll take your time.
Who are
your influences,
who are
Steve?
my influences? Well, Led Zeppelin
Thank
definitely.
you. And Nick?
John Bonham definitely. Alex Van Halen obviously.
Why, obviously?
They fall into this groove that that's where I would like to be as a drummer. Tommy Lee definitely. I've learned the book of drumming through the Tommy Lee. There's a little bit of Nico McBrain in me too, deep in me.
How deep is
That's
Nico?
pretty much
How
it.
deep is Nico McBrain in you?
Pretty deep.
Wow.
Pretty deep.
Dang,
Pretty
deep.
good.
My influences, there's a ton, but as far as vocals, David Draymond, Chris Cornell, and Chester Bennington. Those are my
Nice.
top three.
Good choices. Good choices.
What band member was an extraterrestrial? I would definitely say Steve, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Dave.
No,
Nah,
definitely. I mean, Dave.
It's definitely you,
Dave
Steve.
because of penis length, but it's definitely you.
Well, then
And
that's,
what planet? What planet?
but that makes me think different. because-
Why do you and your people stick your finger up people's asses?
That's not a finger, bro.
for temperature.
You checking for corona?
Yes,
But that-
the Kung Flu.
It's a prostate.
He's
man.
so well hung, from what I hear. That's like an antenna.
It's not even true, man. Get
So
the
maybe
tape
it
out.
is him. But we're all, but
It could be you.
you're pointing the most fingers now, so
Oh,
maybe.
no, I'm just an illegal alien.
You point a finger, you got four fingers.
See,
pointing
told
back.
you brought the
You got
virus.
three fingers? Four.
Three.
Three
It's part of
fingers
the
pointing
plan.
back at you.
Part of the plan.
It's part of the big plan.
Part of the master plan from
It's
the
a
motherland.
diversionary tactic, right?
Yeah.